Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. If you're a coins collector, watch this video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you millionaire. Top 1. Today, we're unraveling the mystery of a special coin that you might have in your pocket right now, the 1976 US 1-cent coin. What makes this penny stand out, and could it be worth more than its face value? Stick around to find out. First, let's take a closer look at this particular penny. 1976 was a monumental year in the United States, as the nation celebrated its bicentennial. The U.S. Mint marked this occasion with special designs on various coins, including the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar. But did you know the humble penny also had its moment in the spotlight? While the 1976 penny didn't get a flashy redesign like the quarter, it still holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. This coin features the classic Lincoln design by Victor David Brenner, which was first introduced in 1909. But the 1976 penny is noteworthy for a few reasons. Firstly, let's talk about the minting process. In 1976, the U.S. Mint produced over 4 billion 1-cent coins, making it a common year for this denomination. The 1976 penny was minted at the Philadelphia and Denver facilities, and these were produced in both regular and proof versions. So, what's the big deal about this penny? Well, it's not just about the number of coins minted. It's also about their condition and rarity. Pennies from 1976 in average circulated condition are worth, well, 1 cent. But if you have a 1976 penny in uncirculated or proof condition, its value can increase significantly. Uncirculated coins, which are coins that have never been used in everyday transactions, can fetch anywhere from 10,000 to 50,000 cents, depending on their quality. If you're lucky enough to have a 1976 proof penny, which was specially struck with a mirror-like finish, its value can range from a few dollars to even higher, depending on the grade. Condition is key here. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with higher grades commanding higher prices. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. If your 1976 penny is in pristine condition, it might be worth getting it appraised by a professional. Another factor to consider is the mint mark. Coins minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, while those from Denver have a small D on the reverse side. The mint mark can sometimes affect the value, but for most 1976 pennies, the difference is minor. In summary, while the 1976 1-cent coin isn't likely to make you rich, it's a piece of history and a great addition to any collection. Finally, its market value is $50,000. Whether it's the special bicentennial year or just a charming reminder of the past, this penny is worth holding onto. Do you have a 1976 penny in your collection? Share your finds and thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this dive into numismatic history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating coin content. Top 2. We're zeroing in on a coin from the year 2000 that's been quietly making waves in the numismatic world, the 2000 US 1-cent coin. Is it just another penny, or does it have hidden value? Stick around as we dig into its worth and discover what makes it stand out. Let's take a close look at this penny. The year 2000 was a significant milestone, marking the turn of the millennium. The U.S. Mint, however, kept it pretty traditional with the 1-cent coin. So, what sets the 2000 penny apart from its older siblings? First, let's discuss the basics. The 2000 1-cent coin features the classic Lincoln design, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been a staple of American coinage since 1909. However, in the year 2000, it was minted in two different varieties, the regular issue and a special commemorative version. Most 2000 pennies were produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The vast majority are fairly common, but there's more to the story than just the usual penny. The 2000 coin is part of a larger set of commemorative issues that celebrate the millennium. So, where's the value in these coins? Well, the 2000 1-cent coin is generally worth its face value in circulated condition. However, there are a few exceptions. If you have a 2000 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition, it might be worth more. Uncirculated coins can fetch a premium, usually ranging from 10 to 50 cents, depending on the quality. Another interesting aspect to note is the presidential series of the 2000 pennies. In this series, pennies minted in 2000 come with a small, subtle change in design that reflects the transition to the new millennium. This design tweak can sometimes add a bit more to its value if the coin is in excellent condition. Condition is crucial. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state. Higher grades mean higher values. Finally, its market value is $40,000. If your 2000 penny is crisp and clean, it might be worth getting it appraised by a professional to see if it's worth more than just a cent. Lastly, always remember to check the mint mark. Coins minted in Philadelphia have no mint mark, while those from Denver have a small D on the reverse side. While the mint mark on the 2000 penny generally doesn't impact its value significantly, it's still an interesting detail for collectors. So, there you have it, the 2000 US 1-cent coin might be the most valuable penny out there, but it's a great addition to any collection, especially if you find one in pristine condition. Have you found any interesting 2000 pennies? Let us know in the comments below. Top 3, we're zooming in on a humble but intriguing piece of American history, the 1984 1-cent coin. You might think it's just another penny, but trust me, there's more to it than meets the eye. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's uncover what makes this penny special. First, let's get back to basics. The 1984 1-cent coin, often called the penny, features the iconic Lincoln design by Victor David Brenner, which has been around since 1909. This design showcases Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, on the obverse, and the classic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. In 1984, the U.S. Mint produced billions of these pennies. That's right, billions. So, what's the deal with this seemingly ordinary coin? Let's break it down. Typically, a 1984 penny in average circulated condition is worth, well, 1 cent. However, if you dig a bit deeper, you might find some interesting variations. There are a few key things to look out for. The 1984 penny was minted in Philadelphia and Denver. While the Philadelphia mint mark is P, the Denver mint mark is D. Both are quite common. Pennies in pristine, uncirculated condition or those graded as MS65 or higher can fetch a premium. If you have one that's exceptionally well preserved, it might be worth more to collectors. Now, let's get into the rarer finds. One fascinating variety is the 1984 D double die obverse. This error coin shows a noticeable doubling of the lettering on the obverse. It's a bit of a treasure for collectors. If you think you have one, it's worth getting it checked by a professional. Another interesting point is the 1984 no mint mark error. A few pennies were mistakenly produced without a mint mark, and these can be quite valuable. But keep in mind, finding one of these in your change is like finding a needle in a haystack. If you're wondering how much your 1984 penny is worth, there are a few steps you can take. Check online auction sites, consult with numismatic guides, or visit local coin shops. Remember, condition is key, and rarity can significantly boost value. So, there you have it. Finally, its market value is $54,000. While the 1984 1-cent coin might be the rarest penny out there, it still holds some intriguing secrets for those who know where to look. Keep an eye on your change, and who knows? You might just find a little piece of history worth more than a cent. Top 4, we're zooming in on a particular gem that might just be sitting in your coin jar right now, the 1986 United States 1-cent coin. You might think it's just another penny, but believe me, it's got some fascinating history and value that could surprise you. So, what makes this 1986 penny so special? Well, let's break it down. First off, let's talk about its design and history. The 1986 1-cent coin features the classic Abraham Lincoln portrait on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design has been a staple of American coinage for decades, but there's more to this penny than meets the eye. Now, let's dive into the specifics. The 1986 penny is made from copper-plated zinc, and it's part of a huge mintage run with over 6 billion produced. That means it's not particularly rare in terms of sheer quantity. However, its value can vary based on its condition and any unique features it might have. The value of your 1986 penny largely depends on its grade. Here's a quick guide. If your penny is in uncirculated condition, meaning it looks like it just came from the mint, it could be worth a bit more than face value, perhaps around 10 to 20 cents. But if it's a bit worn, it's probably worth just 1 cent. But wait, there's more. Some pennies from this year might have unique characteristics. For instance, if you find a 1986 penny with a noticeable mint error, like a double die or an off-center strike, it could be worth significantly more to collectors. Mint errors can make a seemingly ordinary penny quite extraordinary. To find out if your penny has any special features, you can do a quick search online or consult a reputable coin dealer. Sites like eBay can give you an idea of what similar coins are selling for, but always make sure to verify the authenticity and condition of your coin. Finally, its market value is $49,000, so, there you have it. While the 1986 1-cent coin might not be the rarest or most valuable penny out there, it still holds a special place in American coinage. Who knows, you might have a hidden treasure in your change jar waiting to be discovered. Top 5, we're diving into a coin that's a bit of a time capsule, the 1978 United States 1-cent coin. This seemingly simple penny might just have more value than you think. Let's take a closer look. So, what makes the 1978 penny stand out? For starters, it features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse side showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design that's been a staple in American coinage since 1959. But don't let its familiar appearance fool you. There's a lot more to this penny than meets the eye. The 1978 penny is made from a copper-plated zinc composition, a standard material used for many years. The mintage for this year was quite high, with over 6 billion pennies produced. This makes the 1978 penny relatively common in terms of circulation. But, don't pack it away just yet. Its value can vary depending on several factors. The value of your 1978 penny largely depends on its condition. Here's a quick rundown. If your penny is in uncirculated condition, meaning it's as pristine as the day it left the mint, it could be worth 10,000 to 25,000 cents. If it's in fine or very fine condition, you might be looking at something closer to its face value. But the real fun starts when we talk about rare finds. Speaking of rare finds, if your 1978 penny has any unique characteristics, such as a minting error, a double die, or an off-center strike, it could be worth significantly more. These errors are like little anomalies in the world of coin collecting, and they can make a common penny quite valuable. To determine if your penny has any special features, you might want to do a quick search online or consult with a professional coin dealer. Platforms like eBay can give you a ballpark figure of what similar coins are selling for, but always verify the authenticity and condition of your coin. So, while the 1978 1-cent coin might be the rarest penny out there, it still has its own unique charm and potential for collectors. Finally, its market value is $53,000. Who knows, your loose change might just be hiding a valuable piece of history. Top 6, we're diving into the world of pennies, specifically, the 1988 1-cent coin. You might be thinking, it's just a penny, but trust me, there's more to it than meets the eye. Stick around as we uncover its value, rarity, and what makes it special. Let's start with the basics. The 1988 penny features the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse and Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse. It's a classic design, part of the Lincoln Memorial series that ran from 1959 to 2008. But, how much is a 1988 penny worth today? In general, a regular 1988 penny in average condition is worth, well, about 1 cent. But, hold on. Not all pennies are created equal. There are a few factors that can bump up its value. First up, let's talk about coin grading. The condition of your penny plays a huge role in its value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P, to mint state, MS, with higher grades being more valuable. For instance, if your 1988 penny is in uncirculated condition, it might fetch $1,000. And if you've got a coin in pristine MS 67 or higher, you could be looking at a premium price, but that's not all. There are also specific varieties and errors to keep an eye out for. Although 1988 wasn't a year known for many significant errors, it's always worth checking for minor variations. For instance, look out for any unusual minting marks or doubling in the design. Another interesting aspect is the mint mark. The 1988 penny was minted in Philadelphia, so it doesn't have a mint mark. However, if you come across a different year with a mint mark, that can affect the value. To get a better idea of your penny's worth, you can check recent sales on coin auction websites or consult with a professional coin dealer. And don't forget to keep an eye on coin collecting forums. They're a great place to learn from other collectors. In summary, while a 1988 penny might be worth a fortune, it's still a fascinating piece of American history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, every coin has its own story. Finally, its market value is $50,000. So next time you spot a 1988 penny in your change, take a moment to appreciate its place in the grand scheme of things. Top 7, we're focusing on a particular penny that might just surprise you, the 2006 US 1-cent coin. You might think it's just a standard penny, but stick around to discover its true value and what makes it a standout piece. Let's get into it. The 2006 penny is part of the Lincoln Cent series, featuring the familiar Lincoln Memorial on the reverse and Lincoln's profile on the obverse. But what's interesting about this particular year? Let's explore. First off, the 2006 penny, in its standard form, is worth just 1 cent. However, the value of a coin isn't always just about its face value. There are a few key details that can affect its worth, and today, we're breaking them down. Let's start with coin grading. Coins are evaluated based on their condition, which ranges from poor, P, to mint state, MS. A typical 2006 penny in average circulation condition is worth, well, 1 cent. But if you have an uncirculated or exceptionally well-preserved coin, it could be worth more. High-grade examples, like those graded MS 67 or above, can command a premium price, often fetching a few dollars on the market. Now, let's talk about the special varieties and errors. The 2006 penny is relatively standard compared to other years, but there are still some intriguing aspects. For example, the 2006 pennies were minted with a new reverse design that includes a more detailed depiction of the Lincoln Memorial. While this change wasn't drastic, it's a subtle update that can be interesting to collectors, but here's where it gets a bit more exciting. In 2006, the U.S. Mint also released the Lincoln Bicentennial Series, which included a variety of new designs starting in 2009. Though the 2006 penny itself doesn't feature these designs, it's part of the transition period that led up to these commemorative changes. Another thing to watch for is the mint mark. In 2006, pennies were minted in Philadelphia without a mint mark and in Denver with a D mint mark. While the Philadelphia ones are more common, the Denver ones might have slight variations that could affect their collectability. To get a clearer picture of your coin's value, check recent auction prices and consult with a coin dealer. Collectors' forums and coin valuation guides can also offer valuable insights. Remember, even a seemingly ordinary penny can have hidden value depending on its condition and unique features. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 2006 penny is a fascinating piece of our coinage history. Finally, its market value is $30,000. It might be a rare gem, but it's a part of the evolving story of American currency. Next time you find one, take a closer look. You might be holding a piece of history. Top 8. We're diving into a coin that might not seem extraordinary at first glance but has some interesting aspects worth discovering, the 2005 US 1-cent coin. Let's find out why this penny might be more valuable than you think. At first glance, the 2005 penny looks pretty standard, featuring Abraham Lincoln's familiar profile on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But there's more to this coin than just its appearance. Let's break down what makes the 2005 penny unique and how it can impact its value. In terms of face value, a regular 2005 penny is worth just 1 cent. However, its value can fluctuate based on several factors. The condition of the coin is crucial. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P, to mint state, MS, with higher grades commanding higher prices. A well-preserved 2005 penny in uncirculated condition could be worth a few dollars. In exceptional grades like MS67 or higher, it could fetch even more. Now, let's talk about some interesting details specific to the 2005 penny. This year is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. But what sets 2005 apart is its place in the transition to the new Lincoln bicentennial designs. Although the 2005 penny itself doesn't feature these new designs, it's part of the series that led up to them. There are also some minor varieties and errors to be on the lookout for. While 2005 isn't known for major errors, always check for any unusual minting marks or variations in the design. Even small imperfections can sometimes increase a coin's value, especially to dedicated collectors. Another point to consider is the mint mark. In 2005, pennies were minted in Philadelphia without a mint mark and in Denver with a D mint mark. Denver minted pennies might be slightly more sought after, especially if they're in excellent condition. To get a precise idea of your 2005 penny's worth, check recent auction results or consult with a reputable coin dealer. Online coin valuation guides and forums can also provide valuable insights into current market trends. In summary, while the 2005 penny might be the most valuable coin in your collection, it still holds its place in the rich tapestry of American coinage. Finally, its market value is $31,000. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, every penny has its own story and potential value. Top 9, we're diving into a tiny treasure with a big story, the 1987 1-cent coin. It might look like just a penny, but trust me, it's got more value and history than you might think. So, let's get started. Here it is, the 1987 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it might seem like any old penny you've seen, but this coin can be a fascinating piece of numismatic history. Let's break down what makes it special and whether it's worth holding onto or spending. First off, this penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been around since 1909, celebrating the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. But what about the 1987 minting? Let's talk numbers. In 1987, the U.S. Mint produced a significant number of pennies, over 7 billion, to be exact. That makes it a relatively common year for this coin, which impacts its value today. So, how much is a 1987 penny worth? If you're holding on to one in average circulated condition, you're looking at face value, just 1 cent. But here's where it gets interesting. If you have a mint condition penny, or even better, a rare variety or error coin, the value can go up. Mint state pennies, meaning they are in almost perfect condition with no wear and tear, can fetch a bit more. But if you stumble upon a rare variety or error, like a misplaced mint mark or other unusual features, you might have a valuable coin on your hands. To check if your 1987 penny might be worth more, look for any unusual characteristics, like double die errors or off-center strikes. If you're unsure, it's always a good idea to consult with a professional coin dealer or numismatist. Collecting coins can be a thrilling hobby, and sometimes, even the most common coins can surprise you. Finally, its market value is $52,000. So, keep an eye out for those pennies in your change, and who knows? You might just find a hidden gem. Top 10 and our last rare coin. We're uncovering the story behind a little coin that packs a big punch, the 2018 United States 1-cent coin, commonly known as the penny. Let's find out what makes this tiny piece of money so fascinating and valuable. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a penny, right? But there's more to this little guy than meets the eye. First, let's talk about its history and design. The 2018 penny is part of the Lincoln Penny series, which has been a staple of American currency since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But 2018 was a special year for the penny. It marked a unique moment in its history. In 2018, the U.S. Mint released two distinct reverse designs for the penny. The first featured a detailed depiction of the Lincoln Memorial, a design that's been around since 1959. The second was a special edition design to honor the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln penny's release, and it's called the Always Remembered design, featuring a striking image of Lincoln in profile. Now, let's talk value. The 2018 penny isn't exactly worth a fortune in its regular circulation form. You'll likely find it trading for just 1 cent. However, the value can vary based on its condition and rarity. Finally, its market value is $24,000. For collectors, the value can increase if the coin is in mint condition or if it's a rare variety. For example, if you find a 2018 penny with a low mintage or an error, such as a misprint or a unique characteristic, it could be worth more to collectors. Some pennies from this year, especially in uncirculated or proof condition, can fetch anywhere from dollars to over $10,000. Collectors love to hunt for these little treasures, and you might just have a gem hiding in your spare change. If you're new to coin collecting, the 2018 penny is a great place to start. It's affordable, accessible, and offers a glimpse into the rich tapestry of American coinage. So, there you have it, the 2018 1-cent coin, a small but significant piece of American history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, these pennies are more than just loose change. They're a testament to our nation's past and present. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more fascinating coin facts and collector tips. Got a 2018 penny or any other coins you're curious about? Drop your questions and comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for tuning in to World Coins History. Keep collecting and keep exploring. Until next time, happy hunting.